Welcome to Franklin University's 164th Commencement Exercises. Franklin University is proud to present the Spring 2020 undergraduate degree candidates.
Franklin University is also proud to present the Spring 2020 Doctor of Business Administration, Doctor of Healthcare Management, Doctor of Professional Studies, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Accounting, Master of Healthcare Administration, Master of Public Administration, Master of Science, and Master of Arts degree candidates. Let the commencement exercises begin.
Hello, and welcome to Franklin's graduation. I'm Clark Price. I'm a 1969 graduate of Franklin University, and I can tell you it is my great pleasure to serve as the chairman of the board of trustees at Franklin University. On behalf of my board colleagues, I want to welcome our friends, alumni, faculty, staff, and most importantly, our new graduates to Franklin's first virtual graduation ceremony. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to Franklin University's 164th commencement for Spring 2020. I greet you today with sincere congratulations for all that you've accomplished. Tonight's ceremony is a unique gathering, necessitated by unique times. However, as many of you know firsthand, the challenge often brings opportunity. Many, if not most of you, have overcome challenges to be here today. You've balanced family with careers and classwork. Most importantly, you may have even added the extra challenge of balancing your existing time demands with having to work remotely and serving as teachers to your children, all while navigating a world shut down by this pandemic. Yet, and I stress the word yet, you overcame, you persevered, you stayed the course to complete your education, and in so doing, now have something more than a piece of parchment that says you have a degree. You now have evidence of your tenacity to overcome, to find solutions, and to achieve during a time when it would have been easy to step back. The future is always uncertain, but we who celebrate what you have done are certain of one thing: you will play a role in improving your organizations and the world. I am sorry that we're not celebrating together today. Your class is a special one, marked by history like few others in Franklin's 118 years. And while we aren't standing shoulder to shoulder in the Columbus Convention Center, where we historically meet for the graduation ceremony, I know your parents, your loved ones, your friends, your instructors are no less beaming with pride in you and what you have achieved. I hope you wear these uncommon conditions as a particular badge of honor. You weren't promised this day. Many of you have had to fight to earn it. Now it's yours. Use that same tenacity to help make a difference and build a better future than the one you thought was certain. I hope you will reflect on what it took to get to this point and smile with pride. Congratulations to those who have supported you in getting here today. And congratulations to every one of you for your commitment, your tenacity, and your stamina. At this time, I would like to pause for the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner by Dr. Brenda Jones.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Now, I would like to call upon Dr. Ellen O'Shaughnessy, Campus Minister for the Downtowners Campus Ministry, for the invocation.
I asked Franklin University graduate of 2018, Business Administration and Economics, Robertson Darkow, a member of the Black community, to help me prepare this prayer to be with you today. Rob started his own business, is a board member and leader in our Downtowners Campus Ministry. He shared with me and wants me to share with you through passionate prayer, and I quote him, "No one in the legacy of George Floyd should hold their breath, sacrifice their breath, hold back from a life of freedom from oppressive situations. My family, Franklin University," he says, and the Downtowners Campus Ministry taught me what our society should look like in its respect for and servicing of a diversity of God's people. You've said it to me, Dr. O, wouldn't God be bored if we were all alike? So, students, soon to be graduates, beautiful in diversity at this university, go forward, inspired by Rob. You call us to prayer in a spirit of hope and gratitude. In this time of global pandemic, racial injustice, we look to you for leadership. We seek together with you cosmic hope, hope that reaches out and heals our suffering, hope that stretches itself around us, our world and our universe. May your hope for new and healing life breathe through us through George Floyd's life, sacrificed for us. Your virtues of goodness and perseverance through your course of academic pursuits gives this ceremony strength and special meaning. You call us to joy, to grace, to love, families, spouses, friends, faculty, staff, administration come together for you. You who are Christian, Jewish, Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist, all faith traditions, all expressions of faith that you bring to us. So let us pray. God, healing one present among us, God of our city, God of our world, make us channels of your peace, your joy. Where there's injury, your pardon. Where there is doubt, true faith in you. Be with us as we celebrate the achievements of these Franklin University students soon to become graduates, stars, light of our day. Amen.
I now have the pleasure of introducing to you the president of Franklin University, Dr. David Decker.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Franklin University's commencement ceremony. It's a great pleasure to be with you today and to have the opportunity to celebrate with you the achievements of all these graduates who have worked so hard to reach this day. Franklin University was founded in 1902, 118 years ago. Ever since then, Franklin has offered the opportunity for people to improve themselves through their own hard work and their own self-discipline. Each one of you graduating today has proven that you have the self-discipline and the determination that it takes to succeed in the professions and in life. I am proud to say that Franklin University is part of the structure of opportunity which exists in our country. At Franklin, we measure our quality by how much knowledge and learning we can impart to the students who come into our care. At Franklin University, we don't only give the green light to people who are already winning. Ours is a university of opportunity, not a university of exclusion, and the admission ticket to our University of Opportunity is the willingness to take your studies seriously and apply yourself in a mature way to your own self-improvement. That's your part of the job. Our part of the job is to remove obstacles to your success and to make sure that everything possible is done to keep you successfully on track while you are studying with us. That's what it means to be a student-centered university. Of course, we are meeting today in an unusual way imposed upon us by the temporary circumstances afflicting our country. And so we cannot look one another in the face personally, shake one another's hands, see and feel and smell and touch the excitement of the day in the usual way. But in a way, the circumstances allow us a more personal and intimate opportunity to acknowledge and honor each individual student who has reached this milestone in life. We've put together a commencement experience that expresses the sincerity of our congratulations and our good wishes to each one of our students graduating today. And we hope that you and all of the loved ones who helped you along the way will enjoy it. Franklin University is proud to have you as our graduating class and eager to see what the bright future will bring for each one of you. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Cody Keenel, and I serve as the Dean of the College of Arts, Sciences, and Technology. This evening, it is my pleasure to announce the graduating student speaker, Ms. Amantha Yoshida. Amantha is an Ohio native and earned her bachelor's degree in criminology at The Ohio State University. After graduation, she took on full-time leadership roles at UPS, where she spent her time in roles in operations, investigations, and labor relations. Embarking on a new journey in 2018, Amantha is currently the Labor Relations Manager for American Electric Power, an energy utilities company headquartered in Columbus, Ohio. After joining AEP, Amantha realized her passion for business psychology and decided to pursue her master's degree at Franklin University. Amantha credits much of her professional and educational success to her friends, family, and professional mentors. She is grateful for the guidance, patience, and wisdom that each have provided her throughout her journey.
Good evening to the distinguished faculty and staff of Franklin University, the family, the friends, and the mentors. Thank you for standing beside us and for the support you gave to each and every one of the graduates you are celebrating tonight. For the patience, lessons, and guidance you have provided throughout this journey, I thank you. To my fellow graduates, congratulations, you did it. I know that you all made sacrifices to get here tonight, whether it was spending time with your family or missing out on happy hours with friends. The diploma in your hand means you prioritize the pursuit of a higher education. Through the late nights, the early mornings, the canceled plans, and even a global pandemic, your perseverance has paid off. Be proud of this accomplishment and the amount of dedication and effort that you put in to make this milestone a reality. You have earned this moment, so take in every single minute of it. Celebrate your success and give thanks to those who helped you make your vision of this day a reality. I'll leave you with the words of Simon Sinek. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. As I speak to an audience full of leaders, I encourage you to not view tonight as the end of a journey, rather view tonight as the catalyst to embarking on your next big adventure. You have all proven you have what it takes to overcome obstacles you may have never imagined possible. As the world navigates through this time of uncertainty, now is the time to do more, become more, and show the world what you've got. I am humbled and honored to have had the opportunity to stand before you on such a momentous occasion tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amantha, and good luck on your future career endeavors. Tonight, I also have the privilege to present to you the recipients of the Robert L. Bailey Teaching Awards. These awards are bestowed upon one undergraduate and one graduate faculty member during each commencement as nominated by you, the students, for the significant impact these faculty have made in your education. Interestingly, today's award recipients are both faculty within the Ross College of Business, both teach in the area of business administration, which represent the university's largest undergraduate and graduate programs, and both are proud alumni, each having received their MBA degrees from Franklin. The recipient of our undergraduate Robert L. Bailey Teaching Award is Jerome C. Council. Professor Council has been a member of the Franklin University faculty for the past 15 years, where he has taught just about every course in the business administration program, including the capstone experience for the major. It is his excellent teaching in this course for which he is being recognized today. I'd like to take a moment and share a few of your incredible student comments that helped garner Professor Council this award. Quote, "I have had to forego taking this class several times because it is a lot for a 6-week course. Professor Council did such a great job of going over the course and keeping it consistent and well-paced. I never felt overwhelmed or left behind. He consistently provided communication, experience, and help to me, which were key to my success." End quote. A second student wrote, "Great teachers are rare these days, and it was a privilege to be taught by such a special professor for my last class as an undergraduate student. Professor Council does so many things well, starting with being able to bring the best out in every student. I look forward to learning every day." End quote. Please join me in congratulating Jerome Council as our 2020 Undergraduate Bailey Award recipient.
Hello, graduating students, honorable faculty, and Franklin University staff members. I am truly humbled as one of 2020 Spring Commencement's recipients of the long-respected Undergraduate Bailey Teaching Award. I've taught as an adjunct professor here at Franklin University for the past 15 years, and for about 10 years of that time, I taught in physical classrooms, face-to-face. In teaching here at Franklin University, I did so while also working with direct P&L responsibilities inside of an upper echelon international company for over 28 years. A company that spent many decades as part of the Fortune 100, the Honda Motor Company. Upon my early retirement in 2014 from Honda, Franklin asked that I expand my availability to teach multiple business leadership and management program courses. Additionally, I was asked to consider teaching online for the first time as well. It was my understanding that about 60 to 70% of the course schedule was currently online in 2014. I was reluctant to teach online prior to that time because of my long business hours and extensive corporate travel commitments in my position as Honda's North American Vehicle Platform Total Cost Leader. Big sentence. Since then, in the past 5 years, I have taught mostly online and facilitated student learning of the course materials. Students gain knowledge of concepts in business, but real-life examples as well, and how they are used in the classroom in their chosen fields of study. This included not only successful circumstances, but also business failures, and why and how that outcome occurred. Finally, I want to thank Franklin University for our successful courses that were created by various doctoral masters and technical experts. Their course development work allowed me to support smooth, seamless transition of our graduating students in the cyber classroom from academics to actual business practices. Together, we have grown, and in the future, we will all grow stronger even after COVID-19 has passed. In fact, today is your chance to rewrite your futures and make it better, lasting and prosperous. Lastly, I especially want to say thank you to the undergraduate students which made today's Bailey Teaching Award possible. Even today, I have about 19 undergraduate students attending here from the latest 2020 spring capstone course. And I can tell you that they are ready for the world. Thank you.
The recipient of the graduate Robert L. Bailey Teaching Award is Michael Hansen. Professor Hansen has been a faculty member at Franklin University for just 4 short years, but brings more than 40 years of professional knowledge and leadership to the classroom. Professor Hansen is being recognized for his excellent teaching in Management 707, the introductory course in our MBA program, a program that serves 600 students each year. Professor Hansen has made a significant impact in helping many of you begin your graduate careers by providing a strong foundation on which to build upon. The comments you shared echo this personal commitment to being a coach, facilitator, encourager, and mentor. Quote, Professor Hansen does a great job keeping the classes engaging and pulling in his own life experiences to help illustrate the topics further. Professor Hansen provided me with the tools I needed to succeed, and he allowed us the time to figure things out on our own. I felt Professor Hansen was genuinely interested in his students' success. And lastly, quote, Professor Hansen is a truly remarkable professor, end quote. Please join me in congratulating Professor Michael Hansen as our 2020 Graduate Bailey Award recipient.
Hi, my name is Michael Hansen, and I would like to welcome the Franklin University Board of Trustees, the Franklin University Leadership Team, all professors and adjuncts, and the graduating class of 2020, along with all their friends and family. Welcome. Congratulations to the class of 2020. We're all very proud of you. If you would have told me 3 months ago the world economy would have shut down, people would be working from home, and all students would be educated at home, I would have said you're crazy. But here we are with a virtual graduation. So the future is uncertain, but with uncertainty comes opportunity. When I received the email for the Robert L. Bailey Award, I thought it was either a mistake meant for someone else, or one of my friends were playing a joke on me. I'm honored, humbled, and grateful to accept the Robert L. Bailey Award. I would like to thank Dr. Martina Peng and Bruce Campbell for having the confidence in me, for giving me the opportunity to do what I love most in life. I would like to thank the graduate students who voted for me. I have worked for Nationwide Insurance for 41 years, and I've lived in 9 different cities. After a good health scare, which was open heart surgery, I realized that it's not about me anymore. It's all about giving back to the students. I view myself as a servant leader, one who puts others' needs above their own. And then I had a student about 3 years ago who asked if I would stay after and work with them. And so I did. I stayed after every week during the class and helped them. And the very last class, he came up to me and handed me his final, and he had tears in his eyes. And he said, I just want you to know how much you've done for me, you've done for my wife and my family. And I thought to myself, I really hadn't done anything other than what any other professor would do. But then I realized how much I had really helped him. He ended up telling me that he had failed the course 3 times and ended up getting a B in the course when I taught it. He was the first in his family to graduate from high school, let alone college. During the last week of each class that I teach, I tell the students that I learn more from them than they do me. I give them my email address and I tell them that I'm available to help them anytime they need it. And it's amazing the number of students who reach out to me for references, for just letters of just for their jobs. So it's one thing that I really feel passionate about is giving back to the students. And I speak to quite a few groups, and one of the questions that I get asked most often is, what would you change if you could change one thing in your life? And that would be to get my education faster. I was taught at Franklin in my undergraduate and my graduate program how to apply my learnings quickly the very next day, and also how to be a critical thinker. So in closing, keep pushing yourself. Life will always get in your way, but it would be easy to give up. Keep pushing and reaching for your goals. I wish you all the very best. Thank you for the Robert L. Bailey Award. Best of luck and continued success to the graduating class of 2020. Stay healthy.
Now it is time for us to turn our attention to you, the graduates. The names for each of this term's graduates will be read by Provost and Executive Vice President, Dr. Christopher Washington.
At this time, I will be presenting the candidates for the doctor and master's degrees. President Decker, I present 3 candidates for the degree Doctor of Business Administration, 3 candidates for the degree Doctor of Healthcare Administration, 1 candidate for the degree Doctor of Professional Studies, 119 candidates for the degree Master of Business Administration, 30 candidates for the degree Master of Healthcare Administration, 2 candidates for the degree Master of Public Administration, 54 candidates for the degree Master of Science, 3 candidates for the degree Master of Arts. I certify that these candidates have duly completed the course of study prescribed by the university and are recommended by the faculty for the appropriate degree.
Thank you, Dr. Washington. Members of the class of spring 2020, upon recommendation of the faculty and upon approval of the Board of Trustees, and therefore by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Franklin University, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, Doctor of Healthcare Administration, Doctor of Professional Studies, Master of Business Administration, Master of Healthcare Administration, Master of Public Administration, Master of Science, or Master of Arts, whichever applies, together with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and in witness whereof I award you the diploma of Franklin University.
I will now be announcing the recipient of doctoral degrees. Kelly Lynn Evans Wilson, Doctor of Business Administration. Sean Michael Green, Doctor of Business Administration. John F. Torpy, Doctor of Business Administration. Danielle Lee Milliken, Doctor of Healthcare Administration. Mary Elizabeth Niebert, Doctor of Healthcare Administration. An Thu Hong Tai, Doctor of Healthcare Administration. Annabelle Lee Haston, Doctor of Professional Studies, Instructional Design Leadership. I will now be announcing graduates of the Master of Business Administration program. Iratiolua Adesanya, Oluwashola Abidemi Ajibola, Gloria Gayamera Akosa, Maria Ali Muhammad Al Abdullah, Ahmed Abdallah Saeed Al Badri, Arish Isa Murad Bakish Al Balushi, Munir Muhammad Reiki Al Balushi, Mahmoud Rashid Suleiman Al Bimani, Intisar Salim Suleiman Al Dihani, Habib Saif Suleiman Al Ghanemi, Ibrahim Saeed Abdullah Al Harthi, Shamsa Abdallah Hamed Al Harthi, Hanan Jamil Salah Al Hassani, Nasser Salim Hamed Al Hinai, Nasra Rashid Saif Al Hosni, Dawood Saluman Saif Al Ishaki, Abdul Rahman Hamed Suleiman Al Kalebi, Muhammad Hassan Ali Al Lawati, Khalifa Rashid Salim Al Mandhari, Omar Saeed Kamas al-Makbali, Ahmed Hilal Muhammad al-Makaini, Asiya Washdai Muhammad al-Raisi, Asad Ahmed Muhammad al-Saifi, Yasser Hamed Sadoun Masood al-Sakiti, Ahmed Abdullah Saeed al-Sha'eli, Hamed Nassar Hamed al-Shakeli, Masood Abdullah Nasir al-Sulamani, Wala Ahmed Muhammad al-Wahabi, Fatima Rashid Saeed al-Azri, Kartar Nassar Muhammad al-Azri, Hasim Muhammad Ali, Muna Saif Muhammad al-Kalbani, Iman Saif Rashid al-Shaksi, Muhammad Kamis Mubarak al-Shukali, Cody Jacob Alspa, Majda Sulayam Saeed al-Wahabi, Rihal Salumain Hamoud al-Wahabi, Stephanie Marie Armstrong, Melissa D. Ayers, Kato Bo, Azan Salim Matuf Bait Mubarak, Godwin O. Banjoko, Jeremy Lucas Bates, Sarah Lynn Beckemeyer, Joshua Bell, Paul Barrick, David Bauman, Ethan Brill, Matt Brisky, Christopher A. Kamek, Sarah Kathleen Carlin, Sean Michael Cassidy, Tiffany Lynette Cherry, Zachary Tyler Clark, Rebecca Lee Klippinger, Monica L. Coleman, Jeremy Dean Conley, Lydia Svitkovic, Christopher Todd Dottie, Michael D. Dawdy, Thomas E. Dreger, Holly Lynn Estrada, Thomas Michael Ferry, Kyle T. Fix, Daniel D. Foster, Christopher Henry Funk, Ronald Ray Garabrand, Jr., Tamara Garwick, Judith Gordon, Khadija Muhammad Al-Haj Ali Al-Lawati. Christopher L. Harvey. Natalie Ann Hendricks. Haley Christine Hewlett. Nicholas Boone Hovis. Stephen Anthony Huggins, Jr. Rachel Honorierheim Isaac Mowell. Caitlin Lauren Johnson. Evelina Kamilova. Angela Karen. Theodore Kelly. Erica Dawn Kibbe. Paola Andrea Kensey. Russell Koister. Tanae Lenice Leonard. Shuzen Louderback. Sinthan Mahendra Rasa. David Maldonado. Jay Marlowe. William C. McCaig. Cord Sherman McAllister. Jacob Patrick McMillan. Tyler James McNeil. Heather Lynn Mina. Lynn Gwynn. Than Gwynn. Brendan Joseph Nizgoda. Jeffrey Clay Nolan. Opiyemi Ogunlana. Kristen Patterson. Caitlin Palauskas. Tanita Diane Perry. Kelland Reagan. Monica A. Robinson. Jennifer Marie Sepler. Marche Sledge. Todd Lamont Smith II. Brittany Nicole Summers. Samantha Jo Silaji. Nihad Abdul Ghafour Saif Uddin Al-Balushi. Eric Walker. Sarah Lee Walsh. Shane Christopher Wellman. Thomas Tobin Whitney. Lamond Williams. Rachel Womodorf. Ron D. Young. Aisha Muhammad A.Y. Youssef. Ting Zhang. Alexander Joseph Zillner. I will now be announcing graduates of the Master of Science in Accounting program. Hannah Allen Gardenia Ayala. Martha Davis. Kevin Patrick Duff. Caleb Conan Pennington. Michael Russell. Robert Louis Vance. I will now be announcing graduates of the Human Resource Management program. Shante Davlila. Heather M. Bias. Stacy Ann Carr. Jennifer Kern. Troya Chantrell McQueen. Darcy Lee Ritchie. Sierra Michelle Roby. Sierra Nicole Smith. I will now be announcing graduates of the Marketing and Communications program. Aaron C. Bryant. Valerie Gonzalez. Zachary L. Holloway. Lauren Christine Meter. Fabio Antonio Perato. Madeline Grace Sweeney. Gregory M. Worthman. I will now be announcing graduates of the Masters of Art in Criminal Justice Administration program. Stephanie Bernecka. Andrew Kevin Rodenhauser. Kali Marie Schaefer. I will now be announcing graduates of the Masters of Healthcare Administration program. Adewumi Adetoro. Chelsea Antle. Kelsey Jane Beaver. Tori Blanchard. Alina Caponigro. Deborah Shervin. Fortrella Denise Cummings. Monica Diaz de Lope Diaz. Clarissa Ethel Felix. Belinda Gale Flowers. Melina Alexandria Gaines. Kimberly Gamertsfelder. Lindsay Ann Gatcombe. Margaret Lyric Hansen. Renee Marie Heiter. Aisha Ahmed Hersey. Ashley Hudyk. Leon E. Iroriri, Carrie S. Landis, Samuel Richard Gayabor Oting, Drasti H. Patel, Mindy Ann Piffer, Zarlasht Kwasani, Kylie Kitar, Nicole Richendaler, Paula Veronica Rivera, Claire Allison Rockwell, Tamika LaFay Smith, Candace Monette Thomas, Amanda Michelle Van Dyke. I will now be announcing graduates of the Master of Science in Nursing program. Meredith Ann McLaughlin. I will now be announcing graduates of the Master of Public Administration program. John S. Cassidy. Lovey Omar Wilson. I will now be announcing graduates of the Master of Science in Business Psychology program. Amy Bauman. Tracy Beddoe. Dewey D. Black III. Pamela Joan Cox. Dustin John Dart. Mercy Everett. Sarah Diane Gilliam. Shannon Amber Granada. Erica Nisley. Gwendolyn Rochelle Lane Harvey. Nicole Logue Benedetti. Jason Patterson. Amanda Beth Payton. Danielle Renee Sanborn. Nicole K. Sasson. Sarah Janes Stevens. Robert Douglas Strybian. Kim Yarborough. Amantha Ashley Yoshida. I will now be announcing graduates of the Master of Science in Computer Science program. Priya Shivji Ahir. Alsir Israel Bumba David. Anne Marie Laughlin Fuller. Ashif Mahmood. Saljanya Rikala. Prabin Shestra. I will now be announcing graduates of the Master of Science in Instructional Design and Learning Technology program. Scott Allen Burnett. Crystal Diane Fleming. Anne Marie Louise Kuhn Holmes. Lori D. Varn. Jason Woltia.
Congratulations, 2020 graduates. I am so excited and proud of each of you. I want to encourage you to continue to pursue higher heights in your professional careers. Nothing can stop you. You've already proven that. Congratulations.
I'm Dr. Doug Ross, and I chair the Business Administration program. Graduates, this is your day, a day that will change your lives from this point forward. Getting your degree has not been easy. I have seen so many students overcome difficult situations just to get to this day. But remember, graduation is not the end of a tough journey, it's the beginning of a great one. And I believe that all of you will do great things. Congratulations to all of the graduates.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joanne Jordan, and I'm here to remind you that the next time life throws you a curveball, you can knock it out of the park. You have the ability to set a clear goal, you have the determination to reach that goal, and you have the skills to navigate any obstacle that might be in your path. How do I know this about you? Because you're a Franklin graduate. Congratulations and best of luck.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joel Gardner. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you today. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, and I'm paraphrasing here, "Advance confidently in the direction of your dreams, and you will achieve uncommon success." You have already advanced confidently in the direction of your dream to graduate, and I applaud you for that. Keep moving forward in your life toward your dreams despite any obstacles you find, and you will achieve your success. Congratulations, keep moving forward.
Hello, Franklin University graduates. It's Dr. Alpay here. I come from a culture where going back to school in your adult life is not encouraged as an option. Therefore, ever since I started working here at Franklin University, I've been amazed and moved to see our adult students and their incredible work in my classes. You are all superheroes to graduate with your degrees during a great pandemic while also taking care of your families and your loved ones. Your resilience and hard work always inspired me, and I know you'll continue to do great things after your graduation. Congratulations all.
Today is a special day. The day you should feel happy, proud, and celebrate for all the hard work you have done and for all the accomplishments you have achieved. Now, bring your new diploma, new degree to start your new journey. But don't forget, live and learn. Your learning should not stop when you graduate. So keep learning. Best luck, Class 2020. Congratulations again.
Hello and congratulations. You're going to hear a lot of that today, and you deserve it. It's a big deal to have reached this point in your life. So I encourage you to take a moment and pat yourself on the back. And then I'd also encourage you, when it's safe, to take a moment and extend a hand and thank all of those people who have helped you throughout this journey. Your friends, your family, they've all given up something as you've been working towards this degree. And then finally, I'd like for you to remember that not everyone gets this opportunity. You earned it, but not everyone gets the chance to try. So when you have a chance, I'd encourage you to extend a hand and help other people have that opportunity. Congratulations, you deserve it.
Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." And you all are one step closer to changing the world. Congratulations on graduating. Use the knowledge that you have acquired and pour back into our community to make it a much better place. We are proud of you and we celebrate you today. Congratulations.
This time I will be presenting the candidates for the Ross College of Business. President Decker, I present 251 candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science and 18 candidates for the degree Associate of Science. I certify that these candidates have duly completed the course of study prescribed by the university and are recommended by the faculty for the appropriate degree.
Thank you, Dr. Washington. Members of the class of spring 2020, upon recommendation of the faculty and upon approval of the Board of Trustees, and therefore by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Franklin University, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science or Associate of Science, whichever applies, together with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and in witness thereof, I award you the diploma of Franklin University.
I will now be announcing graduates of the Ross College of Business. Megan Jeanette Andrews. Yvonne L. Allimore. Anne-Marie E. Bass. Courtney R. Beaver. Jody Lynn Boggs. Robert D. Boone, Sr. Dylan Brown. Kyle Brian Bunjevec. Kelsey M. Kane. Brian Patrick Chester. Brett Alva Cox. Douglas Don Dellinger, Jr. Mina Darwan. Sumala Diakaiti. Erica Michelle Ernst. Jennifer Rose Garner. Joshua Ronald Gibson. Alyssa Lynn Goins. Christina Marie Grakar. Eric Grether. Amber J. Harvey. Caitlin Nicole Hatem. Lori Ann Hillen. Patrick Joseph Holland. Nicholas Andrew Ikes. Amanda Craig. Shanna Nicole Lee. Robert Lindsay. Gabriel Anthony Martinez. Sarah Elizabeth Mast. Mitchell Ross McCain. Vincent Mezaros. Saja Musla. Madonna Lynn Narag. Tiffany M. Orphanitis. Shruti H. Patel. Shaunesia Renee Pegues. Ali Rivera. Leanne Stiggerwald. Timothy Preston Stevens. Jeremy Stowe. Jeremy Trask, Richard Tursky, Damian Anderson, Sarah Elizabeth Jean Castle, Anna Marie Nowaka, Godson Chibuke Ajero, Tyler M. Bechtel, Jerry Christopher Green, Michael Daniel Herbert, David Richard Himmelman, Nathan Manypenny, Bradley Mulford, Sean Michael Parker, Cale C. Peterson, Nicholas Jason Pritchard, Cedric Skipper, Stella Marie Smith, Robert Louis Stoker, Edward Lawrence Wyckoff, Matthew J. Yost, Ashley Nicole Williams, Mark Baranda, Chantel Shanice Bunny, Kevin Alexander Carr, Marilyn Clark, Carla Castillo, Marshall Couch, Clinton L.W. Daniels, Melissa May Dillon, Christy Lynn Dooley, Ashley Nicole Doss, Kayla Marie Eccleberry, Michael Effinger, Ray Willard Etheridge, Carrie Furnung, Kaylin Louise Farrell, Michael Shane Fleshman, Paul Fogarty, Ainsley R. Fracker, Tiffany Frazier, Sarah Folk, Emma Lee Godsey, Angie Marie Gundelfinger, Alyssa Evelyn Hall, Takesha L. Hall, Andrew Scott Heath, Candy Heath, Rachel Henry, Vicki L. Hillegas, Kristen Marie Hipke, Shannon R. Huckleberry, Melissa Ray Icaboni, Daniel Imhoff, Patricia Isaac, Kenneth Mason James, Kevin Willis Jett, Adrienne K. Johnson, Deanna Jones, Elizabeth K. Keeney, Jesse Klinger, Sierra Lawson, Jessica Grace Lloyd, Justin Mahunik, Heather Diane Martin, Cara Nicole Most, Timothy James McCarty, Aisha McKenzie, Sherry Ann McNabb, Justin A. Mendez, Lisa A. Middleton, Latara Minor, Keith Andrew Minch, Bradley Moore, Mila Oden, Lobna Uardi, Amanda Parker, Allison Marie Payden, Sean William Peterson, Alyssa Marie Plagens, Matthew A. Ray, Everett Reinhold, Renee Noel Ridenour, Lauren Michelle Robinson, Anthony Rodriguez, Timothy M. Rucker, Devin Patrick Russell, Eric Santos Cano, Leslie M. Schiffert, Karen Colleen Shaw, Rebecca Schoaf, Jeffrey Lee Sifferlin, Helen Nicole Smith, Molly Leanne Stieber, Sharon Stepinski, Jason Lee Stepp, Atia L. Taylor, Monica Tenoria, Donnie Lee Tire III, Tidosi Anissa Turner, Jonathan Christian Upperman, Gavin Vitali, Min Thai Vo, Benjamin Norman von der Empsey, Jasmine Watkins, Justin Stewart Wisniewski, William Weston Witt, Carrie Brooke Woodell, Andrew Mackley, Dion Emerson, Brennan Bauer, Angel Dawn Campbell. Melinda Gaseo. Tara Hampton. Emily Rebecca Meyer. Takesha Marie Myers. Ashley Teshne Ricker. Michael Rygalski. Amy Seitz. Gregory Michael Shepherdson. Joe Thomas Schultz. Amanda Marie Sislow. Kathleen Alexis Sturgis. Deshard L. Watson. Joanne Christine Alexander. Michelle Bauer. Jarrett Dean der Yigir Jan. Anthony James Fisher. Catherine Elizabeth Price. Sarah Nicole Yost. Teresa Lynn Himmelspach. Rachel Diane Mogilski. Cassandra Leanne Anderson. Ramata Ilimane Ba. A. Andrew Blackaby. Jackson Brandstetter. Ethan Tyler Burgess. Michael Chi Yan Shen. Teresa J. Collins. Matthew Gregory Haggie. Michael Edward Osborne II. Sally Salem. Miranda Gale Smith. Jacob Henry Andrew Van Gundy. Lauren Young. Amanda S. Etter. Peyton Michael Bowyer. Christopher Maglio. Thomas Marthaler. Mark Thomas McKinley. Harley C. Radar. Doug Allen Marsh. Latosha L. Young. Cherie Danielle Bean. Jennifer Delfosi. Laura Beth Howell. Mary Krista Peterson. Sydney Aaron Reagan. Jenna Marie Steinstra. Jonah Thompson. SUNY Bible. Eva Hansley Beert. Tyler Lee Berkeley. Lanny Jocelyn Chase. Stephanie Lynn Davis. Boubacar Dumboye. Kristen Renee Eklund. John J. Ferris. Charles Lamar Fritz, Cynthia A. Gullett, Harrison D. Hayes, Kelly Marie Hoy, Courtney Madison Kirkman, Emily Marie Kissy, Chelsea M. Mader, Jason Scott Madiano, Tiffany Marie Miskuk Carnage, Alep S. Parik, Jessica Renee Peters, Rosemarie Sanek, Morgan Marie Sayer, Sonia Renee Schmidt, Olivia Scott, Sarah L. Skeen, Megan Elizabeth Smith, Callie Olivia Smyrtle, Rachel Brianne Taylor, Nathan Myers, Mahad Abdi, Audra L. Sturgis Beavers, Gidget Leanne Bias, Dawn R. Byers, Brandon M. Carter, Rachel Leanne Kaywood, Mitchell Roberts Hannes Hagen, Rebecca Ann Laby, Kayla Nicole Lemaster, Thomas P. Malvincino, Scott Micah, Teresa K. Moore, Jessica O'Born, George Edward Spear III, Lori Lynn Unger, Daniel Lee Aponte, Madison Suzanne Coulter, Destiny Marie Goad, Sarita J. Graham, Tegan Ann Hinney, Time Liera Hill, Adrian Alicia Jones, Kimberly Malcolm, Brittany Deanne Porter, Cody Atkins, Jennifer Lee Bodie, Scott Owen Denman, Jeremy Paul Didier, Anthony K. Huss, Justin Edward Leon, Bradley James Lyons, Sherry B. Smith, Melinda Vanessa Willocks Wade, Emmanuel Yaboa, Mason A. Blankenship, Amanda Burke Martin, Stephanie W. Richardson.
Hello, Franklin graduates. I'm Dr. Lynn Hull, and I am honored to serve as your Vice President for Student Affairs and Enrollment Management. You may not know me, but I know you. Well, I know some things about you. You see, I have the privilege of working closely with many of the teams that have supported you from all the way back to when you were thinking about pursuing your degree at Franklin, starting with the admissions team. I also spend a lot of time with the career development and student life folks and your academic advisors. And let me tell you, they all had a lot to say about you. First, they told me about all of the things that you've been juggling and reprioritizing just to finish this degree. I've heard stories of employees who were sent to work from home with extended hours as their organizations grappled with figuring out how to do what they do in ways that they've never done them before. I heard stories about some of you who were leading these organizations and found the need to maintain some sense of continuity falling directly on your shoulders. I've heard about some financial hardships. As the landscape of the world around you shifted too, and adapted to try to take care of all of the things, anticipated and not, that popped up, from furloughs to new employment opportunities. Some of you had to brush off your resume unexpectedly, and you remained undaunted by a job search that looked different than any you'd experienced before. And I've heard stories of you parents out there who, in addition to suddenly working from home, found yourselves additionally employed as a combination of camp counselor and impromptu classroom teacher, as you took on the entertainment and education of your classroom-age children. And there were some funny stories about some of you reacquainting yourselves with content that you thought you'd long since forgotten. I loved the one about the dad who found himself struggling to explain algebraic equations to a less than enthusiastic teenager. I heard about the numbers of you who said you found yourselves even more grateful to the work that our PK-12 classroom teachers do every single day. Oh, and these student affairs folks, they also shared how unbelievably proud they were of each and every one of you. They remarked about the strength, perseverance, and grit that you've exhibited throughout this final semester. You were able to stick it out and finish your degree, no mean accomplishment in and of itself, in the middle of a pandemic. Think about that for a moment. The entire world turns upside down, and you, what do? Right in the middle of it, you finish a degree. So we started to call you our superhero class. When things got really difficult, you brought it. And these superhero efforts have brought you to this celebration today. So, my dear graduates, I offer you my heartfelt congratulations. Know that since you were able to accomplish this, we'll be waiting with great expectation to see the positive impact that you're going to make on the world. Way to go, superheroes.
At this time, I will be presenting the candidates for the College of Health and Public Administration Bachelor of Science degrees. President Decker, I present 65 candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science. I certify that these candidates have duly completed the course of study prescribed by the university and are recommended by the faculty for the appropriate degree.
Thank you, Dr. Washington. Members of the class of Spring 2020, upon recommendation of the faculty and upon approval of the Board of Trustees, and therefore by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Franklin University, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science, together with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and in witness thereof, I award you the diploma of Franklin University.
I will now be announcing graduates of the College of Health and Public Administration. Sarah Berg, Patricia Gilmore, Lindley Harris, Benjamin Lewis Hoyar, Brendan Durrell Jordan, Kareen Lane, Daniel William Nichols, Andrew William Powley, Nicole Ryby, Elizabeth Jane Timmis, Angela M. Thomas, Andrew Michael Wolf, Randall Carter Beam, Ryan Urquhart, Derek S. Wilson, Kirk Alt, Mark Darrell Federley, Samantha Lynn Allen, Barry Fowler, Christopher Brian Fixari II, Corey M. Irwin, Brandy Jean Lemon, Alice C. Long, Anna K. Nelson, Anthony J. Rogers, Katie Lynn Witzik, Jiyeon Bay, Suki Choi, Sori Iom, Ju Gayong Gu, Im Sun Ham, Soyeon Jung, Konsuk Kim, E. G. Kim, Eong Eo Kim, Haijung Kwon, Ruji Lee, Bobe Park, Yirim Ri, Yirim Ro, Jamie Schultz, Haiyung Seo, Ara Siok, Rina Wu, Ariam Han, Haryong Kang, Hye Young Kim, Jongyeon Kim, Sojeong Kim, In Jung Ko, Min Hee Ko, Yoon Hee Kwan, Da-young Lee, Juen Lee, Sung-hee Lee, Haijin No, Hisu Shin, Ji Yuan Song, Min Yi Song, Jong Ah Yu, Carrie Norman, Candace Shiarn, John J. Miller, Layla Ann Simmons, Christopher Tussing, Joan Colvin Vance, At this time, I will be presenting the candidates for the College of Arts, Science, and Technology. President Decker, I present 58 candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science and 4 candidates for the degree Associate of Science. I certify that these candidates have duly completed the course of study prescribed by the university and are recommended by the faculty for the appropriate degree.
Thank you, Dr. Washington. Members of the class of 2020, upon recommendation of the faculty and upon approval of the Board of Trustees, and therefore by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Franklin University, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science or Associate of Science, whichever applies, together with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and in witness thereof, I award you the diploma of Franklin University.
I will now be announcing graduates of the College of Arts, Science, and Technology. Julie Adams, Shauna Ann Brashears, Travis Burns, Jessica L. Cheeseman, Rebecca Jo Courchenet, Parker K. Elston, LaShawna Renee Griffin, Danielle Evans, Chandrick L. Parker, Donald Michael Sheeline, Nicole Stephanie, Caitlin R. Swank Kavanaugh, Brian Shane Cunningham, Alexander Haas, Coulter William Hoare, Nancy Jane McLaughlin, Evan Michael Stevenson, Tom Arthur, Edward Thomas Barch, Danielle Marie Hess, Raymond Kershaw, Robert McLeod Lewis, Holly Jo Robertson, Rose Lynn Rotnam, Owen Watkins, Cody E. Wofford, Cameron Barciarini, Sean Charles Black, Jalen H. Abdallah, Sydney Gull Cole, Andrea Lee Geyer, Ibrima Kita, Chatra Katiwadi, Gerald Anthony Maroney, Brittany R. Spears, Joel V. Clark, Farhang Falah Schwan, Joshua Paul Stark, Andrew Joseph Frick, Paul Allen Smothers Jr., Heather Anderson, Jasmine Latrice Blakey, Joseph E. Fagan, Robert D. Gallagher, David Edward Lawrence Jr., Tay Love, Jeff Lynch, Jonathan Glenn Ransom, Joseph Wilson Rutherford, John Sellers, David Schneider, Paul Timothy Casper, Angela Suzanne Hagley, Sarah Allison Kirscher, Inina A. Okoro, Drew Patrick Whitman, Heather Renee Goodwin, Ilham A. Arif, Brianna Mackley, Courtney Lachelle Pouncey, Shannon Renee Menard, and Nicholas James Norris. Join me in congratulating all of our graduates.
While we're holding this ceremony virtually, I encourage those graduates with caps and gowns to please move your tassel to the left side of your cap.
Sherry Mercurio, Executive Director of Community Relations and a Franklin University alumni, now brings greetings from the Alumni Association.
Congratulations, my fellow alumni. As a proud Franklin graduate, it's my honor to welcome you to our Franklin University alumni family. This certainly isn't how any of us envisioned celebrating your special day. In fact, historically, this is the point in the ceremony where I announce that my speech is all that stands between you and your post-commencement celebrating. Therefore, the louder you clap and the more you laugh, the faster I'll get you out the door. However, as we've changed the format of this ceremony, I must also change my speech. These are unique times that require adaptive solutions. However, one thing that hasn't changed is that I'm honored to be able to share congratulations and my absolute admiration for all you've already accomplished. I applaud every one of you for making the adjustments you've had to make over the past months. You've met the challenge of adversity and understand firsthand that we are not the sole authors of our story. Many will be able to look back on this time and remember inconveniences and even boredom. Those individuals can count themselves lucky. Many more will know real hardship and fear. As a graduate of Franklin University, you're now part of a global network of more than 45,000 Franklin alumni. Alumni who have stood on the front lines of the pandemic, alumni who are helping to keep business and industry moving, and alumni who are rewriting the next chapter of our society's story. Today, you join this outstanding group of transformers. You stand uniquely poised to take advantage of the opportunity to lead and to guide the greatest return our society has experienced in recent history. You've already overcome so much to reach this milestone. I urge you to keep moving and to keep achieving. If you find you need help along the way, remember, today's celebration is a continuation, not the end of your Franklin experience. Your university and fellow alumni have much to offer you: professional development, networking opportunities, and the chance to continue your educational journey. In the same way, you have much to offer your alma mater. Your talents, experience, and insights are valued, and we hope you will regularly share them with the rest of us. Stay connected to Franklin through Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and our online community. The entire Franklin family looks forward to sharing in your accomplishments, hearing your ideas, and working with you for many years to come. Today is your day to celebrate. Tomorrow, be sure to keep in touch.
On behalf of the university, we thank you for attending the 164th commencement exercise. Please rise for the benediction.
Congratulations, graduates. May God always bless you and keep you. You who have made great sacrifices to be here today. May God's face shine upon you. May the wind be at your back with successful employment as you live out your talents and your careers. May you be blessed with a sense of humor, resiliency, and comeback should you struggle and fail at something. May you be blessed with character that's long-lasting, sustaining, and rewarded with joy, love, honesty, integrity. And may you be gifted with companions on the journey. May this university continue to be blessed with students like you that give it life and purpose. Amen. Salam, shalom, namaste, peace to you.